We can expect a new United States ambassador to the Bahamas in the new year. Current Ambassador Nicole Avant will demit office, making ready to leave the country at the end of this year. In a news release today, the U.S. Embassy stated that Ambassador Avant is ready to return to private life and devote more time to her family. Altavi's Munnings has mourned the American diplomat who was a guest on last night's Sawyer Report.
It was 2 years ago this week when Nicole Avant presented credentials to the Governor General to become the 13th United States ambassador to the Bahamas. During her tenure, Ambassador Avant has worked closely with the government to further strengthen bilateral relations and advance education, alternative energy, economic and small business development, women's empowerment, and raising awareness about the challenges facing people with disabilities. Then there's security. Our close proximity to the United States basically makes us a third border.
I mean, Americans feel, close to the Bahamians. I think the proximity helps a lot. Mm-hmm. And Americans love to vacation here. So I think they've been coming for so long and feel that they know the Bahamian people. I'm happy to hear that they're venturing out to more outer islands to really understand different types of Bahamian culture, that there's not just one type of Bahamian. Just like there's not just one type of American.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of safety and security, the U.S. ambassador isn't worried about the high levels of crime affecting the Bahamas. She acknowledged that crime is a hot-button issue worldwide and credits the strong relationship between Bahamian and U.S. law enforcement authorities for maintaining crime.
I think that everybody is on the same page, or moving towards the same page, thank God, of what needs to be done and really how to get there. And I love the idea that people are realizing it's not just cutting off dead branches anymore. It's really, you have to get to the root of the problem, and people are starting to focus on families and communities and schools. It's everything, and everybody is involved.
Now, remember those WikiLeaks cables published several months ago? Ambassador Avant brands it as an unfortunate situation, but in no way did it affect our bilateral relations.
Every government discusses what's going on, but not in a way where no one's spying, no one's trying to gossip, and it came out very gossipy, which I didn't like, and I didn't even read most of them because I was like, I don't even want to be a part of this. And a lot of it, sadly, there's a lot of things that end up in reports like that that don't come from the actual 2 people or 10 people that were talking about it. By the time it's trickled down to the person who's writing the cable, it may come off differently.
And as she plans to depart the Bahamas, Avant described her tenure as a rewarding experience and was truly honored to represent President Barack Obama and the United States of America. Altavi's Munnings, SATNS News.